Chapter 2. The Mystery of the Missing Honey Jars. The day after discovering the North Pole, the 100-acre wood was peaceful once again. The sun rose lazily over the treetops, and the birds chirped sweet songs to welcome the morning. Winnie the Pooh woke up with a happy stretch and a loud yawn. But something was bothering him, his tummy. It growled and rumbled, reminding him that it was time for his favorite thing in the world, honey. Pooh rolled out of bed and padded over to his cupboard. Inside, there should have been plenty of honey jars stacked neatly, just waiting to be opened. But when he opened the cupboard door, something was wrong. Very wrong. All the honey jars were gone. Oh, bother, Pooh said, scratching his head in confusion. I could have sworn there were jars of honey here yesterday. His round tummy gave another growl of hunger. Where could my honey have gone? Determined to solve the mystery, Pooh put on his thinking face, the one he always wore when he was about to do some serious thinking. He sat down in his favorite chair and thought, and thought, and thought some more. But after a few minutes of thinking, Pooh decided that perhaps this was a mystery too big for one bear to solve on his own. I know, said Pooh aloud. Christopher Robin will know what to do. And maybe Piglet will come too. And perhaps Rabbit. Oh, and I can't forget about Owl. He's very wise, you know. So, with that, Pooh set off to find his friends. The search begins first. Pooh went to Piglet's house, which was a little house in the middle of a beech tree. Piglet was sweeping the leaves off his front porch when Pooh arrived. Hello, Piglet, Pooh called out. I have a bit of a mystery on my paws. Piglet looked up with wide eyes. Oh, dear. A mystery? What kind of mystery? Well, said Pooh, looking quite serious, all my honey jars have gone missing. I don't know where they've gone, and now my tummy is very rumbly. Oh, that is a mystery, Piglet said, putting down his broom. Perhaps someone borrowed the honey and forgot to bring it back? Maybe, said Pooh, but I think we need to investigate. Do you want to come along? Of course, Piglet said bravely, even though mysteries made him a little nervous. Together, Pooh and Piglet made their way through the 100-acre wood to Rabbit's house. Rabbit was busy tending his garden, as usual, pulling up carrots and talking to himself. Hello, Rabbit, called Pooh. We're solving a mystery today. Rabbit wiped his brow and looked up from his garden. A mystery? I do like solving problems, and I'm very good at organizing things. What seems to be the trouble, Pooh? All my honey jars are gone, Pooh explained. Vanished. Disappeared. Honey jars, you say? Rabbit frowned. That is strange. I saw your jars just the other day when I passed by your house. I think we should search for clues. A sticky clue. As the friends made their way through the forest, they came to a clearing where Eeyore was sitting under a thistle bush, chewing thoughtfully on a prickly thistle. His tail was pinned securely to his behind, as usual. Hello, Eeyore, Pooh called. Eeyore looked up slowly, blinking. Hello, Pooh. Hello, Piglet. Hello, Rabbit. What's the excitement about today? Well, you see, said Piglet, Pooh's honey jars have gone missing. We're trying to solve the mystery. Of course they're missing, said Eeyore in his usual gloomy tone. That's just the way things are, isn't it? You find some honey one day, and the next day it's gone. Typical. Do you think you might have seen anything suspicious? Rabbit asked. Eeyore thought for a moment, chewing on his thistle. No, I haven't seen any honey jars around here. But then again, I don't look very hard for honey. Thistles are more my style. Though I did notice something odd earlier. Look over there. He nodded his head toward a nearby tree. Pooh, Piglet, and Rabbit followed Eeyore's gaze and saw something shiny on the tree bark. It was a sticky, golden substance. Honey! I knew it, cried Rabbit. We've found our first clue. The honey trail. The friends examined the sticky tree closely and found more drops of honey leading deeper into the woods. A trail, exclaimed Piglet. Maybe if we follow it, we'll find out where the honey jars went. So off they went, following the sticky trail. It wound through the forest, past the big oak tree where Owl lived, and down the hill near the stream. All saw them passing by and flapped down from his tree to join the search. What's this about a mystery? Owl asked, always eager to share his knowledge. It's my honey jars, Owl, Pooh explained. They've all disappeared, and now we're following this honey trail to see where it leads. Ah, a case of missing honey jars, Al said, nodding wisely. I once read about a similar case in a book called The Mystery of the Disappearing Nectar. Quite fascinating. I suspect we'll find the culprit at the end of this sticky trail. And so, with Owl leading the way, they followed the trail further and further until they reached a very familiar house. It was Tigger's house. A bouncy surprise, Tigger? Pooh said, looking surprised. Do you think Tigger might have taken the honey? Well, Tigger does like to bounce, said Piglet, but I didn't think he liked honey. Just then, a bouncy, springy figure came leaping out of the trees. It was Tigger. Hello there, Pooh. Hello, Piglet. Hello, Rabbit and Owl. Tigger bounced around them in circles. What are you all doing here in my neck of the woods? We're solving a mystery, Tigger, Rabbit said, crossing his arms. Pooh's honey jars are missing, and this honey trail led us right to your house. Tigger stopped bouncing and looked puzzled. Honey? Me? I don't eat honey. Honey's too sticky for bouncing, don't you know? Just then, another voice piped up from behind the bushes. Tigger's right. He didn't take your honey, Pooh. Out stepped Roo, holding a big, shiny jar of honey. It was me and Roo, said Kanga, following behind him. We borrowed a few jars of honey to make something special. Roo bounced forward, excitedly holding up a plate. We made honey cakes. We wanted to surprise you, Pooh, but we didn't know you'd miss your honey so soon. Pooh's eyes widened as he saw the delicious honey cakes Roo was holding. His tummy gave a very loud growl. Honey cakes, Pooh said, smiling from ear to ear. That's the best kind of surprise. You can borrow my honey jars anytime if you're making something so yummy. Kanga smiled warmly. We should have asked first, Pooh. But since you're here, why don't we all share the honey cakes together? And so, the mystery of the missing honey jars was solved. It wasn't a sneaky thief or a grand mystery after all, just a surprise from friends who wanted to make something special. They all gathered around, sharing the honey cakes and laughing about their adventure. As they sat together, enjoying the sweet, sticky treats, Pooh leaned back with a satisfied sigh. He looked around at his friends and said, Well, I didn't find the honey, but I did find something even better. What's that, Pooh? Asked Piglet, licking honey from his fingers. Friends, Pooh said with a happy smile. And honey cakes, of course. And as the sun began to set over the 100-acre wood, the friends all agreed that this was another grand adventure, filled with laughter, teamwork, and the very best kind of reward, honey cakes shared with friends. The end, but just for now.